I was reading the announcement this week that the United States has upgraded the UAE's access to certain controlled technologies, and it made me wonder, what does this upgrade mean, especially for companies in the international defense sector? Now, the headlines were all about the diplomatic relationship, but I'm interested in the commercial impact. The UAE has already been recognized by the United States as a major defense partner, capital M, capital D, capital P, and the latest decision is specifically around export controls. Washington is making it easier for approved organizations in the UAE to access certain US-controlled technologies like advanced computing, AI, and other dual-use technologies while still operating within the US licensing system. So at first glance, that sounds like a technical policy change, but in practice, it affects where defense capability is developed, where companies invest, and how international supply chains evolve. The UAE has spent years positioning itself as more than a defense customer. It's invested very heavily in its defense industry, encouraged international companies to establish local operations, and built an ecosystem around advanced manufacturing, aerospace, autonomous systems, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence. And this latest move makes the UAE an even more attractive location for companies that want to participate in those sectors. So for international defense businesses, the opportunities extend well beyond just exporting equipment. There's probably going to be increasing demand for joint ventures, technology partnerships, local manufacturing, systems integration, maintenance training, and even research collaborations. Companies that already have a presence in the region may find it easier to expand, and companies without one might want to revisit whether the region deserves a place in their long-term growth strategy. Now, none of this removes the regulatory complexity. If anything, it increases the importance of understanding export controls. Businesses will need to pay very close attention to licensing requirements, to their cybersecurity obligations, and to technology transfer restrictions, supply chain security, and also end-user compliance. Many companies outside the US are still subject to US export regulations if their products incorporate controlled American technology. That means that commercial strategy and regulatory strategy increasingly need to sit alongside each other. For Australian companies, I think there's another interesting angle. Australia already has a deeper security relationship with the United States through the ANZUS, AUKUS, and its long-standing major non-NATO ally status. So we don't need this new designation. The commercial question is whether Australian defence companies can use their trusted position within the US defence ecosystem to build stronger partnerships with organisations in the UAE, particularly in areas like autonomous systems, cyber defence software, maritime technologies, and advanced manufacturing. This latest announcement is not going to transform the market overnight, but it is another indication of how the global defence industry is evolving. Governments are shaping where technology flows, where investment is encouraged, and which countries become centres for defence innovation. For companies operating internationally, understanding these policy decisions is becoming just as important as understanding the technology itself. Now, if you found this video useful, please subscribe to the channel. Every week, I look at the intersection of geopolitics, international business, and global trade, and what it means for companies and organizations operating across borders.